think I'm going to follow that act. What was I thinking? Also, the fellow who married you said half the stuff I was going to say. The sun was shining, but this has been a disaster for me. So I'll say a few random things. When you find out one of your children is getting married, it could be very terrifying. But part of it wasn't terrifying because I had nothing to do with the planning. Not the Coopers, it was Judy Cooper. Cooper that did anything. So thank God for that. So I didn't mess anything up. Okay, so we're thankful. Yeah. And then my wife tells me, you can't just sit there, you got to get up and say something. You got to get up and say something. That's pretty terrifying. She said, Mel, dearest, honey, it would be very... No, she didn't say it like that. She said, Mel, you got to say something. And when you're there, don't put your elbow on the table. Don't forget to use a napkin. Don't pick at your nose. And don't say anything to embarrass the kids. Right? So, and the last thing she said, and you got to be sociable and be nice to everybody.
Oh, brother.
How am I supposed to remember all of these things? I'm not like that at all. All of those things. So it's been a trying day so far. Spencer, furthermore, Spencer said, Dad, don't talk about us. I'm not going to talk about it. One thing at the end. I want to talk about something else that's very precious to my wife and I and our Church of the Brooks. Courtney and Spencer's friends. From the time Spencer started bringing anything home, and this goes for my other 3 kids too, everybody that walked in our house, we had a revolving door. Everybody been so special. We looked at them, whoever they are, and it turns out they're just like our kids. How else could they be anything but wonderful? I mean, like, we welcomed them. They could have stayed there if Spencer wasn't there or anything. They're just so great. And it's been such a wonderful thing. And they're friends, but they're also family. It's just so wonderful. I never had that number of friends that Spencer and Courtney have, and I think it's a great tribute to them that there's so many of you here. I have one friend here today, all right? And it's true. I invited one friend and his wife. Why is that, okay? Spencer said, Dad, we don't have a lot of rooms. He says, and let me tell you something about Spencer and Courtney. You probably should know this anyway, because if you don't know these things, what in the world are you doing here anyway? But we have a very close family. We try to talk to all our kids almost every day, okay? All 4 of them. And it's just gratifying. When I come home from work, the first thing I say to my wife is, who did you talk to today? Okay? And it's just wonderful that we're very close. We're very, very gratified. And it's a wonderful thing. So I'll call Spencer up on a Monday, and I'll say, Spence, how you doing? And I hear a noise in the back, and I say, I'm at a bar with a friend. I'll call him up on Tuesday. What are you doing? Oh, some friends came in, I'm at a bar with a friend. Okay, Wednesday, Thursday, okay, what are you doing for the weekend? Well, we're going out, some friends are coming in, we're going out to eat and going to bar with friends. So, in essence then, what do we have here? About 125 drunken friends of Spencer. And we wouldn't have it any other way. You're all so wonderful. We talked about how family comes first. We believe in that. The 4 of them got to sit together because when we're gone, They have to take care of everybody, and Spencer, being the eldest, has done a good job at taking care of the other three, and that's gratifying as well. And now we have someone else in the family that he's going to take care of, and she'll take care of him. And Courtney, she's not only family, but she's a friend, and that's what the fellow out there said. But I'm going to say the same. I'm going to say. At any rate, when you know Woody's friends with her, I mean, I think it's a wonderful thing. I'm going to tell you one Spencer story, and then they give you the hook. Okay? A couple years ago, Spencer was living in New York, Kensington, Spencer was living in New York. Courtney was in Boston. She was getting another degree, so they were apart. They had gone out for 4 years and seen each other sporadically on the weekends. And I asked Spencer, I said, Spence, you don't see each other that much, and you haven't gone out with a lot of girls in your life. I said, have you ever had the urge to see anybody else, or go out with other girls or anything? While Courtney's up there, just to see what's going on. He said, Dad, he said, I know what I have, and I can't do any better. And that's how we feel about him. We know what we have. Now we have Courtney, and with our kids, we know what we have, and we can't do any better.
All right.
Very good.